in my tracks. I was headed for disaster, and then I turned back. I was wrestling with the coat hanger. Can you guess who won? The universe shrugged, shook, then moved on. It's a guess, no idea. It's a feeling, not a voice in my head. Just a feeling. And by the way, it's my color, come alive. And by the way, this time I'll get it right. Oh, not a shamer or a showman, ashamed I was selling the rights. I took a breather and decided not to ruin my life. I was conforming to a cosmic design. I was playing to time until I walked back to the garden of earthly delights. I was born to perform. It's a calling. I exist to do this, shouting and pointing. And by the way, it's my island, come alive. And by the way, it's time I'll get it right. Oh, no one will ever understand it, and no one will ever have the last word, because it's not something you could ever say. So swivel. It's a guess, no idea. It's a feeling, not a voice in my head. Just a feeling. And by the way, it's my island, come alive. And by the way, this time I'll get it right. Oh, and by the way, it's my island, come alive. And by the way, this time I'll get it right. Oh,
No, I'm fine, I just need time to let my mind relax. Find a detour, I may be here with you, but I'm not in the room. With perspective, enough perspective, anything can disappear until all we can see is the point of infinity. goes.
thoughts are on my mind. Thought we'd be friends again. Pushed to the end, we can, but we don't. The days we spent, now we don't care. Thought we'd be friends again, now we're taking up. I'm taking, looking but I can't find the track. Feel like I could take or leave it, only if I could believe it. Think I got the wind on my back. Thought we'd be friends again. Pushed to the end, we can but we don't. The days we spent, but we don't care. Thought we'd be friends again, weren't we saying out black thoughts back again. Time to cut it out. Every now and then, more than I can count. Lost in thought we'd be friends again. Pushed to the end, we can but we don't. The days we spent, but we don't care. Thought we'd be friends again, now I'm back on the stiff wind on the street, wind on the street. Pull my jacket, pull my jacket. Feeling me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on.
We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. We meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30, I know she'll be there, holding hands, making all kinds of plans, while the jukebox plays our favorite song. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. Maybe we don't build our hopes up too high. She's got her own obligations, and so do I. Me and Mrs. Jones, we got this thing going on. Now we both know that it's wrong. It's much too strong to let it go. Well, when it's time for us to be leaving, it hurts so much, it hurts so much inside. She'll go her way and I'll go mine, but tomorrow, the same place, same time. Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. We gotta be extra careful. Same place, the same time. Same place, the same time. Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on.
A joke which started the whole world crying. Oh, but I didn't see that the joke was on me. Started to cry, which started the whole world laughing. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me. which started the whole world living. Oh, if I'd only seen that the joke was on me, that the joke was on me.
Felt like I was coming down to joy. What did I see? What did I hear when I was coming down? Had a brand new story, but I was coming down to joy. Felt so good, gratitude when I was coming down. Something quite profound. Then I cried out loud. I had a brand new story. I was coming down to joy. She was standing there before me when I was coming down, 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 down. Felt so good, gratitude when I was coming down. It was something quite profound that I cried out loud. I had a brand new story when I was coming down to joy. Man, I felt the glory when I was coming down to joy. She was standing there before me when I was coming down. I said I do adore thee when I was coming down to joy. Well, the vision was before me when I was coming down. It was just around the corner when I was coming down to joy. Coming down to joy. Coming down to joy. Coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down to joy.
that you would rock me, that you would rock me, that you would rock me. You roll away. It was a one-of-a-kind classic love. I smelled the roses, I saw you looking, I saw you looking, I saw you looking as you were walking away. It was a one-of-a-kind classic love, just like a sunset, because it fades out, because it fades out, because it fades out and goes away. It was a one-of-a-kind classic love that killed the child in me, because a classic, because a classic, because a classic love rolls away.
This is the flip side of the American dream. This is the ripped side of the American dream. No way up from here. No way up from here. When the county fair was open, we went drinking in the sundown. She said, pull yourself together, man, and put that stupid gun down. No way up from here. the flip side of the American dream. This is the rip side of the American dream. This is the flip side of the American dream.
I was up in Cedars-Sinai, reaping consequences. Almost a dead man by the time I staggered to my senses.
When we are singing, I know the way we look. Swimming, drifting, floating on, and everything is true. Everything is true.
Who am I?
Are you happy with your housing? Are you climbing up the walls? Are you deafened by the headlines? Or does your head not hear at all? Are you pacified by passion? Are you armed to the teeth? Are you bubbling at the surface of what's cooking underneath? Are you dying for an answer for what they call good grief? But there's a terrific chance there's nothing beyond what you believe.
Oh, don't you say that you think that I'm in glory. Oh, don't you say that you think I gotta get no glory. Running to the exit with a huge grin on my face, screaming, hope is behind, and I wanna get high.
I went to the liquor store and they took all my money. I stared into the mirror there and begged the man to love me. Do you love your blessed Father, anointed by fear of death? Do you feel the lies creep on by as soft as baby's breath? Do you beg that truth will set you free? Are you shackled by the keys? Well, if I was you, I'd stay strapped in, 'cause all you got is me.
Oh, don't you say that you think that I'm in glory. Oh, don't you say that you think I gotta get no glory. Running to the exit with a huge grin on my face, screaming, hope is behind,
in UFOs. So I do believe you're about to go. And if I believe, what if I believe it says it all? Look at you bound, look at you poor, look at you don't, look at me. There's no one around. How do you love? How do you solve the etiquette? Since you alone, since you were mine, since you were born inadequate, they let you alive, they let you alive, they let you alive. I don't believe in miracles, but I do believe in UFOs. So I do believe you're about to call me. And if I believe and I believe it says you lonely. Look at you bound, look at you poor, look at you don't, look at me. There's no one around. How do you love? How do you solve the etiquette? Since you alone, since you were mine, since you were born inadequate, they let you alive, they let you alive, they let you alive. Juice from the bottle, you know too well. Juice from the bottle, you know too well. Juice from the bottle, you know too well. Juice from the bottle, juice from the bottle, juice from the bottle, you know too well. Juice from the bottle, you know too well. Juice from the bottle, you know too well. Juice from the bottle, juice. Look, but I don't believe in miracles. Juice from the bottle, you know too well. But I do believe in UFOs. So I do believe you're about to call me. They let you alive, let you alive, let you alive. Are you ever gonna let me? 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 But I do believe in UFOs. So I do believe you're about to call me. And if I believe and I believe it says you lonely. Look at you, believe in miracles. But I do believe in UFOs. Since you so I do believe you're about to call me. But you and I believe it says you lonely. But you won't know me. Look at try this at all. But you won't know me. Look at try
She's a midnight scooter rider. I don't watch you passing by. I wanna lay right down beside her, but it might not be our time. Can I fly by now, provider? Be the exception to the rule. Tell me why this love must
it's the cast that brings you down. But it's amazing to be young. Sometimes I wake up and it's back. Free-form the ritual that puts me in the pack. Well, I sang from every word I had. Seems like they're never gonna understand that the cast brings you down. But it's amazing to be young. Sometimes I wake up and it's dark. Free-form the ritual that puts me in the pack. Well, I sang from every word I had. Seems like they're never gonna understand that the cast brings you down. But it's amazing to be young. To be young. To be young. To be young. To be
I'm gonna hate your socks off. I'll hate so hard your eyes vibrate. There's dog muck on my bare feet each week. Then I'm gonna eat, sleep, see, eat, quiche, repeat. I found the world's biggest love at the world's smallest meet and greet. I gave a 2-star review of a film that I hadn't even seen. I've got something on my face in the space where my mouth sleeps. It doesn't speak, it secretes. Yeah.
Abe and Holmes drones on display at the Regal. I popped in for a pee, but it was heaving with people. I had to leave sharp cause my trousers were fecal. I made up some excuse like I was parking illegally.
Stream it on your laptop and cast it to the big screen. That's the dream. If you wanna watch Shrek, you gotta watch pornography. Quiche, repeat. pick it up. Yes you could, they did, I do it all the time. Do all phones drain quicker at the start? Or is it just mine? Like body odour on the dance floor, I bring a certain sadness to the conga line. If you squint your eyes, I'm not scared. I just need to use the toilet all the time. And trust me, I've been there. Best to just squint on till they're closed. It's as good a thing as any to stare at. Yeah.
No front teeth where they all used to go, broken apart and shining. No front teeth, but a feeling I know, back where the starting line is. It's on the camera, thrown to the floor, and I grin just a little. It's in the palm of my hand, I feel something my entire life. It's fine. Just a little. It's in the palm of my hand, I feel something my entire life. Better days, nothing touch me. Let it break on the wings of a dove. Better days, nothing touch me. Let it take everything that I know. Let it take
to my heart. Though I know you've got to go, it's tearing me apart. You're stitched into my heart. Now go, spread your little wings and fly. Smile, you don't need a reason why. Leave, if you gotta leave, just know there will always be an invisible thread between you and me. I used to think that no one could keep you safe but me, that only I could guide you through life's crazy tapestry. But now you're guiding me, so go, spread your little wings and fly. Fly, you don't need a reason why. Leave, if you gotta leave, just know there will always be an invisible thread between you and me, an invisible thread. Everything's connected, the fibers intertwine. The birds and bees, the flowers and trees, and even you and I. And when the time is right, we go, spread our little wings and fly. Sing, we don't need a reason why. Cry if you wanna cry, but this is not goodbye. There will always be an invisible thread between you and me, an invisible thread between you and me. Invisible thread, invisible thread, invisible thread, invisible thread, invisible 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 invisible thread.
There's an old car horse with a wiry mane, pulls a cart along a country lane. It's been rolling since before the break of day, tending the orchard, stacking up the hay. The old farmer sits holding the reins, guiding the cart through Normandy lanes. And slow and steady is the way it was, the way it is, and the way it will remain as so. For the apples will grow, the barrels will roll, soon to become liquid gold, and the Calvados will flow. Sits the farmer's wife, picking her teeth with a pocket knife. It's all a mess of blues and chicken wire. She brushes the dog, spits in the fire, takes down the bottle, takes down the glass, and pours herself a tiny splash. The serum from the sacred orchard soil, perfume with the product of their blood and sweat and toil. And so the apples will grow, and the barrels will roll, soon to become liquid gold. The Calvados will flow.
To tell you how deep the night is, but life is a mystery, no key to crack the mystery. When I woke up you were gone, I lay my head back down, the ghost ranch glowing in my inner eye. What do I do about my destiny now? Faced with the bowed-headed beauty, only I receive it. How clearly the lost transmission went burning from your radio to mine. I keep one ear on the line. Stretched out beneath the dome and dreaming, soul dissolves in geometric blue. Goodbye, goodbye to everyone that's leaving. I understand it, but I cannot explain. What do I do about my destiny now? With the bowed-headed beauty, only I receive it. How clearly the lost transmission went burning from your radio to mine. I keep one ear on the line. Now I'm stretched out beneath the dome and dreaming. Now I'm stretched out beneath the dome and dreaming. Now I am stretched out beneath the dome and dreaming. I understand it, but I cannot explain. What do I do about my destiny now? Faced with the bowed-headed beauty, only I receive it. How? Clearly the last transmission went burning from your radio to mine. I keep one ear on the line.
Dear Betty, some we saw signaling. Betty, some we couldn't see. No sign from the waves, things are somewhat off. Judging by what I could earlier gather. Do you plan to be a long time at sea? No sir, not I sir, I reply not me. Seeing a glimmer of evil in his eye, I thought it best if I cried. What can the sailors do when the captain feels mean? A ship is on the ocean, so to speak. And what if the ship should spring a leak? What do they expect of me? Now, without a pail, you're prepared to open. Watching, shifting, the seascapes are waiting for you. This is a long song, the sound goes on. Judging by what I could earlier gather.
the night from us. Cherish the light for us. Don't let the shadows hold back the dawn. Cold city lights glowing. The traffic of life is flowing out over the rivers and on into dark. I'm going downtown where there's music. I'm going where voices fill the air. Maybe there's someone waiting for me with a smile and a flower in her hair. I'm going downtown where there's people. The loneliness hangs in the air, with no one there real waiting for me. No smile, no flower, nowhere. City lights glowing. The traffic of life is flowing out over the rivers and on into dark. Hold back the night from us. Cherish the light for us. Don't let the shadows hold back the dawn. I'm going downtown where there's music. I'm going where voices fill the air. Maybe there's someone waiting for me with a smile and a flower in her hair. I'm going downtown where there's people. My loneliness hangs in the air, with no one there real waiting for me. No smile, no flower, nowhere. Back the night. Fitzgerald, this and Whippets, you were our priestess. You were dressed in all black, singing Angel from Montgomery. On your front porch, I join in harmony.
I was working as a soda jerk, listening to old Panthers stories over lime rickeys and tuna fish when there were very little worries. To return to your temple of song, each embryonic stage passed through your doorway, page after page. Take it easy, priestess. Take it easy, priestess. Ooh, take it easy, priestess. You were dealt a rotten hand on a highway in Colorado. A wild horse swept under your legs and wouldn't let you go. You saw that each one of us are opaque as woven air. Your dark humor no one could touch, from experience no one could bear. You slapped the devil across his face. He puked up ice and black bile. How did you know how to frighten away a being so vile? No one could blame you for being angry, resentful, or vicious. The entire universe deserved it for being so malicious. Take it easy, priestess. Take it easy, priestess. Take it easy, priestess. Cigarette out on the bottom of your foot. You could be brutally honest, but it always did me good. Join the good people, shine, cheer and bloom with the three charities. Sing again, sing again. Angel from Montgomery. Take it easy, priestess. 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 sentences are ending me. Even from the water, the deepest things are talking about only going further and into it. Can you hear them say, don't stop tonight, you can make it alright. They say, get up, you got what it takes to ride. And if I stop before I go, is this really what I'm feeling tonight? It's so confusing, everyone is moving me, wanna keep propelling me into a reality. Always moving forwards, never backwards. Buildings keep growing, the city keeps going. So I won't stop tonight, I can make it alright. I got what it takes to ride.
When the sun takes on the box, the night begins in lovers' hearts, waiting for the moon to rise towards the stars. They lift their eyes and they dance all night through until the hair is wet with dew. Clouds above caress the pearls, the stars around her neck like pearls. Nights are for love, the stars are for the heavens above. In every moon there is a light for those who love. Nights are for love, the stars are for the heavens above. In every moon there is a light for those who love. When the whispers start to fade, the music of the kisses play. In the full moonlight they trance to hide each other's nakedness, falling asleep as the night is burning in the firelight. In the silence of a dream, their laughter is still echoing. For love, the stars are for the heavens above. In every moon there is a light for those who love. Nights are for love, the stars are for the heavens above. In every moon there is a light for those who love. But lonely sound lovers, baby, like the stars. are for the heavens above. In every moon there is a light for those who love. Nights are for love. The stars are for the heavens above. In every moon there is a light for those who love.
we were complete.
You were complicit.
Took me from the street.
Blink and you miss it. Try looking into the mirror. Saw the sight staring back at you. You're not a victim. Wounds are self-inflicted. You're such a sorry state.
after, chasing after, neither what we deserve. You said I'd always be in your heart. Your heart's a liar, liar, liar. Why wish upon a shooting star now that you're gone? And I try to remember, to forget about you. It's the same old story. Oh, what am I gonna do? 'Cause I'm so broken, and you're so beautiful. But your love is cruel. I'd always be in your heart. Your heart's a liar, liar, liar. Why wish upon a shooting star now that you're gone? You said we were forever. Your heart's a liar, liar, liar. How do I pull myself together now that you're gone?
Love is cruel.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. Everybody laughs and everybody cries. Everybody lives and everybody dies. Everybody eats and everybody loves. Everybody knows what everybody does. Everybody's going through the changes. Every complication. What you say with gesture and expression in my imagination. Every mobile phone in every restaurant, everyone we know, and everything you want. Everybody wonders what you're gonna do. Everything is closer, everything is true. Everybody's starting everything again. Everybody's outside now, they're coming in. Everybody's going through the garbage, looking for inspiration. Some will find it staring at the ceiling of the subway station. Everyone you love in every kind of way, everything you know, in every single phase, every change of heart, and every saving grace, every song we sing, in every kind of place. Everybody sees, everybody's asking, everybody please. Everybody's going everywhere at once. Everybody's backside, everybody's front.
we don't talk at all. It seems so critical to speak less critically. I see no truth as mythical, no vast unbridgeable. Give me strength to overcome. Give me strength, I'm not gonna run. Build it up, build it up. You gotta get some, take some, fix it up. You gotta break some, you gotta open up, you gotta share. Build it up, and nothing's there. How can we talk about our differences when we don't talk at all? Listen to the echo of the hunger of our silences, or to the sound of each other's heart. Give me strength to overcome. Give me strength, I'm not gonna run. Build it up, build it up. You gotta get some, take some, fix it up. You gotta break some, you gotta open up, you gotta share. Build it up and nothing's there. You gotta get some, shake some, pull it all down but hate none. You gotta open up, you gotta care. Build it up and nothing's there. I can build it up if you wanna build it up. We can build it up if you wanna build it up with me. Come on, build it up. Come on, build it up with me. You gotta give some, take some, fix it up and then break some. Gotta open up, you gotta share. Build it up if nothing's there. Come on, bring some, shake some, pull it all down but hate none. You gotta open up, you gotta care. Build it up if nothing's there. You gotta give some, take some, fix it up, you gotta break some. You gotta open up, you gotta share. Build it up and nothing's there. Come on, bring some, pull it all down but hate none. You gotta open up, you gotta care. Build it up and nothing's there.
There's a space inside my head she stays, and her voice sometimes is so commanding. Though there's miles between us nowadays, I can swear sometimes I still see her standing there. I gotta keep holding on. Wherever she is must be wrong. Why I can't get her off my mind. I see you, so true love can't be blind. Yeah. How can it be blind when I see her? Oh no, no, no. Whether working hard or during play, surrounded or even alone, just one thought of her can take me away. And for the Whoever she is must be wrong. Why I can't get her off my mind. I see you, so true love can't be blind. Yeah.
dandy hooligan, dandy, dandy hooligan. He's rude in temper, rude in style. I'm a wicked and a wild. He loves an old hat shop and a good pawn shop. Oh, well, he never punched down. This sartorial brawler, no, he never punched down. No, not dandy, dandy hooligan, dandy hooligan. He likes to dance, he likes to sing. He likes to lick up the 10-pound ting. He loves an old hat shop and a good punch up. Well, he never punched down. He robs from the rich, gives to his wardrobe. You know, he never punched down. This sartorial brawler, oh no, he never punched down. No.
As the shadows they are forming, come and join me center stage. If you're empty and abstracted and your broken heart is full of rage, in a world of fiction I am a velvet glove. I am your soul, your resurrection, I am the love. To the west now, see where the devil lies. His pharmacon is with you and your empire it is paralyzed. I'll propagate eternity and seal it with my kiss. So look into the coffin and let me grant your wish. No more bad
There's nothing on my mind. Nothing on my mind. There's nothing on my mind. hear no peace or rest. And now you sit and smile. And when they ask you how, you say, there's nothing on my mind. Nothing on my mind. There's nothing on my mind.
got no complaints. I just wanna be somebody new. Is there nothing in the world that we can say about this heavenly vibration coming through? How can we feed this love? I just wanna be somebody new. Is there nothing in the world that we can do about this heavenly vibration coming through? How can we feed this love? Move like a storm cloud, rolling in fast. Bound up in lightning, free of the past. I just wanna be somebody new. Is there nothing in the world that we can say about this heavenly vibration coming through? How can we feed this love? I just wanna be somebody new. Is there nothing in the world that we can do about this heavenly vibration coming through? How can we feed this love? I just wanna be somebody new. Is there nothing in the world that we can say about this heavenly vibration coming through? How can we feed this love? I just wanna be somebody new. Is there nothing in the world that we can say about this heavenly vibration coming through? How can we feed this love?
You're looking down your street to tell yourself that things could be better sometime. Then you ask about all that stuff that feels so important. There's no reply. And don't it make you sad when you are lonely? And don't it make you sad when you're alone? But don't it make you glad when the sun shines in your eyes? Don't it make you glad to be alive? And don't it make you sad? It's a lottery that there's only a handful of winners every time. If you miss every chance, heaven knows why your heart feels so empty all the time. And don't it make you sad when you are lonely? And don't it make you sad when you're alone? But don't it make you glad when the
most of the time it's a master's need to heal. Refuse to see the question as an answer to what's real. We're on the evening when it's time for the weather, the weather. And they say this is not your land, signatures on paper. And they say this is not your land, that ink on the trees stolen too. Stolen too.
vibration coming through. How can we feed this love? Move like a storm cloud, rolling in fast.
like a jungle. So call the police. Following the herd down to Greece. On holiday, love in the 90s. It's paranoid. On sunny beaches, take your chances. Looking for girls who were boys, who like boys, to be girls who treat boys like the girls who treat girls like their boys. Always should be someone you really love. Avoiding all work, 'cause there's none available. Like battery thinkers, count your thoughts. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers, nothing is wasted. Only reproduced. You get nasty blisters to possession, but we haven't been introduced. Girls who were boys, who like boys, to be girls who treat boys like the girls who treat girls like their boys. Always should be someone you really love. Girls who were boys, who like boys, to be girls who treat boys like the girls who treat girls like their boys. Always should be someone you really love. Girls who are boys, who like boys, to be girls who do boys like the girls who do girls like their boys. Girls who are boys, who like boys, to be girls who do boys like the girls who do girls like their boys. Girls who are boys, who like boys, to be girls who do boys like the girls who do girls like their boys. Girls who are boys, who like boys, to be girls who do boys like the girls who do girls like their boys. Girls like their boys.
I'm a rebel. She got the real soul, the thing that is all we ever know. I got my mirrors in the sun. Kill me over, no turn me over. She got the music, turning me on. I'm gonna use it. Electric sheets and we were bruising. Oh, we were cruising. This was a real thing.
sense and my mind is fair. Sometimes we're dreaming on in bed. Better find ourselves an island. Better find ourselves an island. Atlantis.
Childlike in every fucking way. Shit me up anyway. The sad lunch face, the pasteurised, unusual looking models, nihilism toughs, your face is curdled. On all these roads that lead to Alberoni and a fashion firing squad. The moon kissers, the party starters, the succession people, the absolute return of the sharp heads, the dainty fingered cunts.
Hey, where are you? Where is this? Who are you? Is this the wrong floor? Is this the wrong floor?
Unwashed, stubbly, communist, signet ring, boiler suits, vintage cashmere, inappropriate, lovemaker. I will sit and commit to write down the fight and bathe in what was never said, but I'll say it anyway. SS trousers and charity shop haircuts, big fat lovers, big fat Olympic Ozempic hips, your slippy knees, and offensive neck. Crew me up, tie me down, love me forever. Love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, love me.
Hey, where are you? Where is this? Who are you? Is this the wrong floor? Is this the wrong floor?
You, and furthermore, you. And another thing, you. I can't believe the sound of my laughter when you're in front of me. I can't believe the peace I feel in your company. When did it happen? Happiness. I thought I knew love, but I never knew this. You never break my spirits down. You never make me feel ashamed. You always praise my efforts, raise my energy, make an effort to know my friends. I was so lonely for you before we met. But sitting on the bus with the rain on the windows and your head on my shoulder, you. And furthermore me, and another thing, us. You teach me so much. Every day that I wake to the smile on your face and the feel of your touch.
I never knew how little I knew until I met you. I never knew how perfect things were until I was perfect for you. I never knew how little I knew until I met you. I never knew how perfect I was until I was perfect for you.
It used to be I wore my sadness like a heavy coat, soaked through. It kept me apart from the world and it was always too tight round my throat. Loneliness, it rained and rained till I felt your reaching hand. That's when the sun came out and it shone on us like the whole thing had been planned. It's not all roses, no, we got more thorns than most for sure. But you've given me things I never knew I never had before. Thank you, I say to the starlings in the supermarket car park. Thank you, I say to your empty glass when I hand it back to the bar staff. I never knew it, but I never knew I didn't know it. And now I know it, there is no way back. So let's you and I do this till we die and love each other till we collapse.
I never knew how little I knew until I met you. I never knew how perfect things were until I was perfect for you. I never knew how little I knew until I met you. I never knew how perfect I was until I was perfect for you.
Sunshine on Catford.
Darling, heaven knows why that door finally closed. You gave me plenty of reasons. Maybe I just like me the most.
It could be a waste of time. You know I always change my mind. Baby, it's a brand new me, telling everyone I know. I had another change of heart. I had another change in me. Baby, it's a brand new me, telling everyone I know.
I'm not the girl you used to know. Since I packed my bags to go. Darling, darling, mon amour, my lips never said my heart was pure. Maybe time's the cure. Maybe time's the cure. Maybe time's the cure. Maybe time's the cure.
It could be a waste of time. You know I always change my mind. Baby, it's a brand new me, telling everyone I know. I had another change of heart. I had another change in me. Baby, it's a brand new me, telling everyone I know.
guess. Looking back, I could have been worse, but I could have been better too. It's true. It's true. Hit it!
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It could be a waste of time. You know I always change my mind. Baby, it's a brand new me, telling everyone I know. I had another change of heart. I had another change in me. Baby, it's a brand new me, telling everyone I know. Relentless love. All that I wanna be is by your side. Is by your side. Have you ever put your heart inside the biggest roller coaster? Roll with the tide. My senses overloading. I
Because these motherfuckers need it gurney. Thank you. Thank you.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Reason to fight.